weeks ago, I caught myself almost doing something I tell people never to do. I was on a call, stated my price, and the prospect went quiet. Not a no, not a pushback, just silence. And for a split second, I felt the pull. That urge to explain, to fill the silence with deliverables, to mention the decade of experience, to name drop previous clients like Google and Amazon and Meta, like somehow rattling off logos would make the number I just said feel more justified. And in that moment, all of that really just communicates one thing, which is the price apparently needs defending. Now, I didn't do it, but the fact that I even felt like doing it after 10 years and thousands of sales calls is the part that's worth paying attention to. Because if that urge still shows up for me, I guarantee it's running the show for most people and they don't even know what's happening. They feel the silence, they panic, and they start talking. They list deliverables, they bring up their experience, they start stacking bonuses, and every single word they add just quietly chips away at the authority they spent that entire call building. And honestly, a lot of the advice out there actually encourages this. They tell you to raise your prices and then hand you a 47-step value stack to justify why you're worth it. And at that point, you're not premium pricing. What you're doing is basically begging with a bigger invoice. And the reason this whole approach backfires goes way deeper than simple sales technique. There's a Stanford researcher named Baba Shiv who ran a study that completely changed how I think about pricing. So he gave people the exact same wine, identical liquid in the glass, but he told them different prices. And the people drinking the expensive wine didn't just say it tasted better. Their brains actually experienced more pleasure. The reward centers lit up significantly more, even though it was pretty much the exact same liquid. The only thing that changed was the number they were told before they tasted it, which means value isn't something people discover and then agree to pay for. It's something their brain constructs after seeing the price, specifically to protect them from feeling like they made a bad decision. We don't want to feel foolish, so the brain upgrades the experience to match what we paid. And that means every time you jump in to explain why your price is worth it, you're actually interrupting a process that was already working in your favor. And you've probably experienced this yourself. You walk into one of those restaurants where there's no prices on the menu, and you don't think, this must be a ripoff. You think, this must be incredible. Your brain builds that entire story before the food even arrives. The price did the selling, not the chef. And that's essentially what your price is doing on every sales call, whether you realize it or not. The number lands, your prospect's brain starts constructing value around it, and the only question is whether you're going to let that process play out or whether you're going to interrupt it with your 20-point justification. So let me tell you what actually happened in my business when I finally understood this. For too many years, I was the guy who showed up to a call with a deck, and not a casual overview. I mean, a proper 20-slide presentation with case studies and testimonials and a full breakdown of every single thing they'd get. Basically, a courtroom defense for why my price was reasonable. And I genuinely thought that this is what professionalism looked like. I thought that the more evidence that I brought, the easier the close would be. And to be fair, I was closing, but I was closing tired. Because every single deal felt like a fight that I had to win through sheer volume of evidence. And that works, kind of, but it's exhausting. And it attracts a very specific type of client, which is the type of client that needs to be convinced of pretty much everything. Forever. For the entire relationship. And then, one week, I just didn't do it. I was burned out, I was running behind, had back-to-back calls, and I didn't have time to pull the deck together. So when the prospect asked about pricing, I just said the number. I didn't qualify it, I didn't soften it, I didn't rush into, but here's what's included. I just said the price and then I sat there. And the guy said yes, almost immediately. Faster than anyone I'd ever pitched with a full presentation. So I thought, okay, maybe that was a fluke. So I tried it again on the next call, and again. And what I started noticing over the next few weeks was kind of crazy. The calls where I explained less actually closed more. Not just more often, the clients themselves were completely different. They respected the process, they didn't question the scope, they didn't try to negotiate extras 3 weeks in, because they'd already decided what the price meant before I opened my mouth. And that's what this actually does when you let it. It's not just a number on a proposal. This is a frame. It tells the prospect how to think about you, how to value the work, how seriously to take this whole relationship. And you're either letting it do its job or you're stepping all over it with explanations that nobody asked for. And I want to be honest about something here because I think this part matters. When I was undercharging early on in my career, it wasn't because I didn't know my value. I could see the results I was getting for people. The problem was that I was genuinely afraid that if I charged what the work was actually worth, people would say no. And when you're just starting out, rejection doesn't feel like a data point. It feels like confirmation that maybe you're not ready yet. So I charged less and told myself that I was being strategic. But what actually happened is that I attracted clients who treated the work like it was worth exactly what they paid for it, which was basically nothing. So they'd ghost on deliverables, they'd push back on timelines, they'd question every recommendation that I made. And the whole time I'd be over-delivering, trying to prove I was worth more than what they paid. Which of course, they never noticed because in their mind, the price had already told them what level of service they were getting. And that cycle went on way longer than I'd like to admit. Undercharge, over-deliver, attract people who don't value it, burn out, repeat. And it wasn't a pricing problem, it was a belief problem because the price was basically an apology and clients can feel that instantly. But don't worry, it's not all bad. Here's what things actually look like now that I stopped doing all that. And this is probably the biggest shift because it's not just that the calls are easier and that I close more, it's that the entire energy of the business has changed. I don't show up nervous anymore. I don't spend the night before rehearsing how I'm going to justify my pricing. I don't rewrite proposals after the fact because I'm worried that I didn't include enough. The calls are shorter, the clients are better, and that didn't happen because I found some magic closing technique. It happened because I stopped treating my price like something that needed to be defended. And behind the scenes, this is where it gets practical. Before I even get on a call now, the positioning has already happened. A lead comes in, and before I've seen their name, they've already received a message that frames my expertise and a client result that does the heavy lifting. So by the time we actually talk, the value is already constructed in their mind. They're not sitting there waiting for me to prove that I'm worth it. Baba Shiv's wine study is basically running on autopilot in the background. And whether you automate this or do it manually, the psychology works exactly the same. 2 emails before your discovery call, one that positions your expertise, one that shares a result. The automation just means that you don't have to remember to do it every single time, but the effect is identical either way. So here's the thing nobody in this space actually wants to say out loud. The moment you defend your price, you admit it needs defending. And the clients that you actually want, the ones who pay well, respect the work, and let you do what you're good at, those people are not waiting for your explanation. They already know what good costs. They've paid for premium before. What they're actually watching for is whether you flinch, whether you rush to fill the silence, whether you start backpedaling the second that the air gets quiet, because that tells them everything they need to know about whether you actually believe the number you just said. The price doesn't just tell them what to pay, it tells them how to see you. So the question isn't, how do I get clients to pay more? The real question is, have I decided that I'm worth it yet? Everything I just walked you through, the positioning, the lead sequence, all of it, I built inside a platform called High Level. And if you want to build the same system, I'll give you an extended 30-day free trial, which is way more than the standard 14-day, plus my done-for-you snapshots, a 90-day implementation roadmap, I'll give you the word-for-word scripts and access to my private insiders community. Links right below the video. The people who actually change after watching something like this are the ones who build a system that does the positioning for them before the conversation even starts. So by the time they say their price, say the number, the work is already done. Click the link, start your trial, build it tonight. And if you want to understand the psychology behind why clients try to negotiate in the first place and how to stop people from ever questioning your price again, check out the video I've got linked up right here next. Feel free to tap or click that now. See you in there in just a second.